Hey guys, what's up? Danny here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a weather update as of December 12th, 2022. So right now, um, I just been going through the GEFS model and stuff, and right now, we kind of have like a snowstorm that's going to be impacting the United States. So let me kind of just give you guys a rundown of what you could expect with the weather in the next couple of weeks. So let's take a look at the precipitation with the GFS model, the regular one. Let's do a short-term forecast and then we'll do a long-term forecast. So as you can tell right now, we have a wave coming in from the west, and we are basically there's gonna be a pretty good amount of snow there in the Rockies. So let's take a look at total snowfall here, and I'll tell you guys how much snow all those areas are expecting. So it looks like, as you could tell, the areas away from the coast in the Northeast are gonna experience a good amount of snowfall. Let's look at the total positive snow depth change, because that is much more accurate, and we could take a look at the accumulations that are going to be going on from this one massive storm that's going to stretch from the west all the way to the east. So basically, you know, it's going to be a general 6 to 12 inch snowfall. I feel like, in a western Nebraska, western uh North Dakota, western South Dakota, all of North Dakota, eastern part of Montana, and the eastern part of Wyoming. And yeah, in the higher elevations in Colorado, there's going to be more snowfall. In Denver itself, maybe a little bit of snowfall. So this is kind of how everything is panning out. Again, the very mountainous areas in the Northeast, I think if you're above like 1,000 feet, you could definitely expect to see about 3 to 6 inches of snow. But all other areas below 1,000 feet, I would say 1 to 3 inches of snow. This is for Thursday and Friday. So basically, guys, there's just too much warm air. I do not see how this could be a snowstorm for all coastal locations like Boston or New York and everything like that. There may be a couple flurries there, but you know, potentially up to an inch of snowfall, which is just a nuisance. Really, no point in even issuing a winter weather advisory at that point. So, yeah, guys, that's kind of what I'm expecting, right? Obviously, 6 to 12 inches in this green or white area, or like pink area, right? Localized locations potentially could get more snowfall from this one system. I would say northern Minnesota, a general 6 to 12 inch snowfall. Same thing with northern Wisconsin. I would say like 3 to 6 inches of snow. And yeah, so we'll definitely see what happens there. So let's go back and let's take a look at the precipitation. So only if you live in like the mountainous areas, I really don't think that this system is going to be that important in the Northeast, because the storm is just going to be way too close to the coast, and there's just a lack of cold air. And then there's also another system that kind of moves out here, right? And we're going to continuously see in this weather model how the systems, they continuously move in that type of fashion. Again, we have a low pressure system up here. Look, if you go back in time, there's a low pressure system right here and another one right here. So if there's more cold air with this pattern and the storm is more off the coast, again, you see the exact same thing happening here. There's a low pressure system off the coast, and there's another low pressure system that's kind of guiding it, right? So that's like a trough going down. So as we continue, right, eventually we do see a nice snowstorm that could impact some coastal areas here towards the end of the period. And if the jet stream continues this way, right, it's going to be a very active pattern for the Northeast. If there continues to be a trough here in the central part of the United States, right? It's going to allow for storms to kind of creep up the coast, go up the coast, and impact, people's daily lives. And some people are big fans of big snowstorms and big snow because they're going to get no school, they're going to get no work, you know. That's it, right? The areas that are most likely to get no school or no work, I would definitely say those areas that I said before: 6 to 12 inch snowfall. Again, North Dakota, South Dakota, western part of Nebraska, freaking eastern part of Wyoming, eastern part of Montana, all those type of areas. So let's take a look at the Climate Prediction Center, and let's see what they're saying when it comes to the weather and how everything's gonna play out. Okay, so the drought situation, there's actually a big drought within the entire part of the United States, but there's going to be some drought relief in the central part from this big snowstorm. So if we take a look at the 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day outlook, as you can tell, temperatures continue to remain below average in the central and the eastern part of the United States. And the precipitation, if you look off the coast, you could tell that it's going to be, if you look at the southern part or the eastern part of the United States, see that's how it's kind of going to be, right? There's going to be storms going up the coast, and then there's going to be drier air further out west. 3 to 4 week outlook again, it continues. That's literally the jet stream pattern. If you take a look at this equal chances, right? This white area right here where my mouse is, right there, guys, is where the jet stream is going to be. The storms are going to be going up the coast. Again, there's more cold air here. Storms going up here. It's very good that the Northeast isn't too cold, because if it was too cold, then it would be too dry. And it's good where the trough is. Again, as you saw, two low pressure systems guiding each other, all the troughs and stuff, right? Again, we have above average precipitation in this area, so that basically makes for very high potential for a winter storm in the Northeast. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated for that. The pattern is setting up to be very nice. We got the 1 month outlook, and again, that pattern continues with above average rainfall through this area. 3 month outlook looking like that. So let's actually take a look at the La Nina is expected to continue into winter with equal chances of La Nina and ENSO neutral during January to March 2023. In February, April 23, there's a 71% chance of ENSO neutral. So an ENSO neutral La Nina winter. Let's actually take a look at what that looks like, right? So I'll be give you guys a quick winter forecast. So ENSO neutral. Slight La Nina winter pattern. Let's see. So let's just take a look at some images real quick, right? So again, we have let's just compare La Nina and ENSO neutral real quick. Hold on. It's not an El Nino winter, right? So we have La Nina, right? So as you could tell, we have colder air that comes down. This is typical La Nina type of weather that I showed you guys, right? We have cold air that comes down, right? The jet stream is like this. Storms kind of going up the coast. Obviously, it says wetter here, right? Throughout this area, there's more storms coming through. So this is just a La Nina though. But if we take a look at ENSO neutral winter, it's just a little bit different, right? We have colder air that's able to slip down more into the northeast, which means that the storms, right? There's probably going to be a storm that can come in from the west, go through here, and then we have another storm that could go down from the south over here. Those two storms can combine, and then they could go up the coast together. So I do think ENSO neutral is definitely. And here's the Weather Channel ENSO neutral winter pattern again. So I think we're in favor of receiving above average snowfall here in the Northeast, and I think that everything should be pretty interesting. Let's see. ENSO neutral temperature anomalies in the Northeast. So this is kind of like a forecast ahead. Let's see. Yeah, so let's take a look at just kind of like this article and stuff, and maybe I'll just read it out to you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, they did a summary SST anomalies. So again, it looks very. This looks like ENSO neutral, right? So it's minus 0.8, -1 and stuff, right? So this is we're currently in a La Nina, but it's gonna turn into Enso. Changes in weekly temperatures. Looks like it got a little bit colder. Recently, it just got a little bit colder, and um, so you guys could like kind of pause this video if you guys want to read out all of this information because it is very important to the weather that we're experiencing. So all year in 2022, we basically had a La Nina. So this is definitely favorable. But as we go through, right, we have ENSO conditions that are going to set in, and then an El Nino could be present for the summer, right? And obviously, you see how the models they kind of go up steadily. So that's kind of what we're expecting. Temperature departures in the last 30 days. Yep, colder conditions up north. And yeah, so that's kind of basically my update for you guys. And yeah, so as you could tell in all those other things I showed you, La Nina winter, temperatures get colder up here in the north, like upper Midwest, Northeast. So I do think we are setting up to see a lot of precipitation. Let's just take a look at real quick temperature anomalies for the GEFS and the precipitation. So 7-day precipitation anomaly here as we go through, right? We kind of see that. You see, that's kind of how the pattern is, right? You get more moisture up here, and then it's kind of like above average. And then we take a look at the 5-day average of the temperature anomalies. So towards the end of December, you see how we have like this, you know, hold on. If you take a look at the 2-meter temperature, you could even see this even better and stuff. This is going to be perfect towards this pattern towards the end of December, right? There's going to be a trough, and then it showed above average precipitation in this area. So we're already at the end of December. It's very cold already. So again, that's an indicator we could see a big winter storm towards the end of December. We already got our first snow here in the Northeast, but I feel like the next time we do see snow would probably be towards the end of December, and we could see a big winter storm. So that's my prediction for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and peace out.